Hello, welcome students to today's mentorship session. Today we are diving into a timeless story from the Mahabharata, the Yudhishthira and the Yaksha Prashna. This narrative is just a mythological tale but a profound lesson in ethics, wisdom and righteousness, which are the qualities that are crucial for your UPSC preparation, especially for the general essay and the ethics paper GSPAPER-IV. The Mahabharata is a treasure trove of stories that teach us about the duty and morality, and this episode is perfect example. By the end of this session, you will be understanding how to apply these lessons to modern governance and public service. So without wasting any time, let's dive to get started. So let's see the stage. The Pandavas, the heroes of Mahabharata, as everyone know. So these Pandavas were in their 12-year exile after losing everything in a deceitful game of dice. So imagine this: Yudhishthira, the eldest, along with Bhima, Arjuna, Nakul, and Sahadev, along with their wife Draupadi, are living in the forest facing countless hardships. Yet they rely on their resilience and adherence to Dharma, righteousness to survive. So this story takes place in a Vana Parva, the book of the forest, during a critical moment. So one day the Pandavas and the brothers and the wife are thirsty, and Yudhishthira sends his brothers to fetch water from a nearby lake. Nakula volunteers first, setting the scene for a life-altering event. So let's see what happens next. So Nakula reaches a beautiful, serene lake, perfect for quenching their thirst. But as he approaches, a mysterious voice warns him, "Do not drink from this lake without answering my questions." Overcome by thirst, Nakula ignores the warning, drinks, and immediately falls unconscious. One by one, Sahadev, Arjun, Bhima followed the same, each hearing the same warning, ignoring it, and collapsing by the lake. Finally, Yudhishthira, alias Dharmaraja, worried about his brother's long absence, decides to investigate himself, and this moment builds a suspense and sets a test of wisdom and character. So let's move to the next slide to see how Yudhishthira faces this challenge. So when Yudhishthira arrives at the lake, he is heartbroken to see his four brothers lying lifeless. Suddenly, a towering ethereal figure appears, the Yaksha, the guardian of the lake. The Yaksha reveals that the brothers fell unconscious because they ignored his warning. He challenges Yudhishthira, "Answer my question correctly, and I will save your brothers." Yudhishthira knows what will happen if he failed to answer this. So Yudhishthira, who was the Dharmaraja, the king of righteousness, accepts the challenge with calmness and wisdom. This begins the famous Yaksha Prashna, a dialogue that tests Yudhishthira's understanding of life, morality, and dharma. So let's explore some of these profound questions and answers immediately in the next slide. So the Yaksha questions are not simple trivia. They are deep philosophical inquiries about the life and ethics. Let me share few examples. First, the Yaksha asks, "What is heavier than the earth? Think." So the Yudhishthira replies, "A mother's love," highlighting the immense weight of selfless care. Next, "What is higher than the sky?" Yudhishthira answers, "A father's blessings," emphasizing the guidance and protection. Then, "What is swifter than the wind?" Yudhishthira says, deliberately, the mind, pointing to the speed of human thought. Finally, "What is the most valuable profession or possession?" And Yudhishthira's answer, undoubtedly be the knowledge, because it empowers us forever. These answers show Yudhishthira's deep wisdom and understanding of Dharma. So for you as the aspirants who were determined to clear the services, as These reflect the importance of empathy, clarity, and knowledge in governance. So, impressed by Yudhishthira's answers, the Yaksha offers to revive one brother. This is a tough choice. Arjuna, the great archer, or the Bhima, the mighty warrior, or the key to the Pandavas' future. But Yudhishthira chooses Nakula, saying, I want to honor both my mothers, Kunti and Madri, equally. So Nakula is Madri's son, while Arjuna and Bhima are Kunti's. So this choice shows his impartiality and compassion. So moved by this, the Yaksha reveals himself as Yama, the god of death and Dharma, and revives all four brothers, blessing them with strength and wisdom. And this movement teaches us about the fairness and empathy, crucial for inclusive governance. So let's look at how these lessons apply to us as aspirants. So this story is packed with lessons for your UPSC journey. First, adherence to Dharma. Yudhishthira's commitment to righteousness, even in crisis, shows how civil servants must uphold ethical principles. Second, the wisdom and reflection. Yudhishthira's thoughtful answers highlight the need for clarity in tackling the complex policy issues. Third, the compassion and the fairness. Choosing Nakula reflects inclusive decision making, ensuring no one is left behind. Finally, humility in leadership. Despite being a kind king, Yudhishthira's humility teaches us to stay grounded. So these values are at the heart of public service. As you prepare for the ethics paper, think about how you did apply these principles in the real world governance scenarios. So this is all for the story, and again we can meet in the next story. Till then, happy night.